In honor of Lieutenant Saru and his ability to sense death approaching, I think we should do an episode on death, Sean.
Sounds like a great idea, Jeff.
Did Chris die?
I don't think so. I think he's on vacation.
Oh. If he did die, how do you think it would happen?
Well, we have so many options to go through.
I've kind of always pictured it like Spock in motion picture, where you're just like, I'll be back, I'm sending myself out on spaceship, and we never see him again. Greetings and welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host Jefficho and my co-host died. Sean, you'll be filling in for him, just so you know.
I think he's just on vacation.
Well, I will grant you a field commission of Lieutenant Commander.
I've always wanted this day to come.
So let's get into death here of all the Star Trek deaths. There's a lot to cover.
Dear suffering child, I will help her now.
Well, let's start with TOS, Sean. Gary Mitchell, giant rock fell on him after he became a god. Think he'd be able to prevent that, but I saw him launch a lot of other objects, but...
Or at least see it coming.
Yeah. Sean, wasn't Kirk his friend, but he dropped a giant rock on him?
Yeah, friends don't do that, especially when they have godlike powers, so...
Yeah. It's like screwing Santa over and expecting something nice for Christmas.
He's your commanding officer, for God's sake.
Yeah. Sean, do you like salty foods?
Very much.
Well, you know, Burnham, Darnell, Green, and Sturgeon all died from salt extraction because the M113 creature decided it liked salty foods too.
This is why you need to eat French fries every day, just to keep that being at bay.
Well, the worst thing about it, not only is it a pretty big suffering death because the suction cup's on its fingers, but you know, it could be whatever it wanted to be. It could take the shape of something like a beautiful woman and be like, how am I supposed to defend against that, Sean?
I would donate my salt to you if you were a beautiful woman. I mean, it seems just counterproductive to be all ugly and I'm gonna kill you.
Judging from the screaming, though, it seemed like a rather painful process.
Yeah, but right up until that point, it could be a very pleasurable one.
Next up, we got Arlene Galloway, who died from rapid aging.
Terrible way to go.
Yeah, you know, that was an entertaining episode. I remember Kirk had his old flame on the ship, and she was not into him until he started to get old. That is an unusual fetish.
Because men become distinguished.
Yeah, well, I think that was her reasoning. Good thing they learned that, I believe it was a Chekhov and his fear of the dead people that he ran into in the little saloon area. And he's just like, the adrenaline went high, so he never aged, and that's how they figured it out.
Also, they couldn't age Chekhov, he was just a boy.
Yeah.
You know, just
never get older.
Yeah.
We got Security Kelly, another red shirt. He died from the Horda's acid.
That's a personal favorite episode of mine just because of the whole storyline of the Horda. Obviously, everyone knows that one about her just protecting her babies. And fun fact, that's the episode, I think, where William Shatner's father just passed away, so that's why his performance when Spock is mind melding with the Horda is pretty intense. So
that's a fun fact?
It's a sad fact, but it's fun to know it, sad to live it.
You never even had a chance to fire, Captain.
Then we got that Dicronium cloud thing. You know, they got a lot of cloud killing things. They even got one in Next Gen too.
Captain, there's strange clouds, hurt. Cloud!
Fire into it immediately.
So that cloud creature, I mean, you know, they tried to lure it in a trap because nothing else would work.
I always found it a little strange that Kirk fixated so much on the fact that he wasn't able to defeat the cloud just by pausing momentarily not to shoot it with his phaser. I mean, it's a cloud, and then he's so relieved, obviously, at the end, and the ensign or whatever, it's a cloud.
I like how things haunt you in life, and Kirk was haunted by a cloud. I think one of the more nobler deaths, if not foolish, was Matt Decker, you know, flying straight into the planet killer, the giant cigar in space.
But it did give them the idea of how to defeat the planet killer in the end. But
No, that's important.
yes, otherwise they'd have been screwed.
Yeah, a lot of planets saved.
I have a question, sir.
Yes, Data, what is it?
What is death?
Oh, is that all?
Sean, let's move into TNG. One of your favorite deaths, Tasha Yar.
It terrified me as a child. Seriously, this giant tar creature and then Riker, Data! It's horrible!
I am Armus.
We won't hurt you, but we must help them. She's dead.
I love the one episode where they're constantly like giving Riker all these terrible like memories to get rid of this plague inside of him.
Right.
And it's just like, Data, something's got me!
Yes.
Data, something's got me!
Touch him and he dies.
No! No, no!
I saw it as a 6-year-old, and it still bothers me to this day a little bit.
Well, Armus, just want to be amused.
Of course. Bastard. And I really like Tasha Yar. I was sad that she had to go, too. And kind of pointless, because, again, main cast member, I guess she wanted to leave the show, but still, just seemed kind of like a throwaway.
But yeah,
kind of
it was definitely one of those kind of out of nowhere deaths. Like,
Yeah.
you were not expecting that, and it was just sudden and over.
Yeah.
Speaking of clouds, we got the Beta Renner cloud. That killed Singh. He was the assistant chief engineer.
Well, clouds are terrifying, because they can come out of nowhere and kill you, I guess.
Yeah, rain on you, kill you, turn you into something, that electrical conductor, and fry your whole crew.
Right. Then disappear.
Yeah.
You're back with your family now, where there's nothing to be afraid of. Except that fog that turns people inside out.
Uh-oh, it's seeping in. Stupid cheap weather stripping.
You got that painful brain hemorrhage thing that happened to Haskell by Nagilum. So, what is death?
Let's try it out.
Let me just screw up this ensign here.
It's always the ensign, not anyone on the command staff. Kind of strange.
Your lines call it death.
It does make you wonder, though, when you die, do you revert back into the fetal position?
In my mind.
Sean, one of those creepy episodes with Hegler Edwards' blood turning into liquid polymer from those clicky creatures. I believe it was Schisms.
Great episode. Very spooky, terrifying almost in its own way. Like, yeah, it's a great episode. Horrible way to die, too, probably.
Yeah, Crusher's probably like, I can't stop this. Sorry.
She says that a lot.
Here's something for the pain. Oh, it's not working
No,
because your
no.
blood is liquid polymer.
No, you're still dying and
Yeah.
it looks painful.
Let's not forget Lieutenant Commander Remick and him getting his face blown off. I imagine that's gotta hurt a bit, but also having a bunch of creatures that seem to birth out of you constantly, that can't be pleasant either.
I'm surprised they showed that on TV actually back in the day, because it seems like something people would object to. Faces exploding and
Oh, yeah.
such.
Weren't you the one that was telling me Roddenberry really tried to push the boundaries and the companies just kept trying to tell him, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, but he wanted nudity. This is face blowing up.
He was a visionary. You do not hold back creative visionaries.
Oh, they did on the Rises stuff.
Sean, we've got Cedo Jax. Now, I know you've never been a Bajoran woman, but the oppression from the Cardassians and what they do to their prisoners can't be nice.
No, they're pretty brutal, and sounds like she was pretty brutalized in the episode.
Yeah. Painful way to go.
Help! Please, help!
And let us not forget the Borg.
Ah, the Borg.
And it doesn't look like a friendly way to go,
But then they become part of the collective and they're happy.
I've never seen a Borg smile.
Oh, but they're all together and there's one and Yeah, it sounds very peaceful, hippie kind of stuff.
When a husband and wife are on like a routine science mission and their shuttle gets taken over and they get assimilated by the Borg, does he really want to hear her voice in his head all the time? You didn't get rid of that waste disposal after dinner last night.
Shut up! You won't leave my head!
You just had to put it in the replicator. It does the work for you. Why is he so lazy?
You were different when I met you. Yeah, I know.
I canceled my death for you. I was really looking forward to it.
Well, Sean, let's move on to DS9. You know, if Chris was here, he'd probably tell us that Curzon Dax is one of his favorite deaths. You know, we never got to see it, but death by Jamaharan.
You seek Jamaharan.
I seek whatever you got.
All that is ours is yours.
You know, rise as Pleasure Planet, and get a little Horgon, and that signals you want Jamaharan.
Boning.
It's a good way to go, I guess.
Yeah, I can't think of a better way, honestly.
Peacefully in your sleep?
Okay, maybe. No, boning's better. Boning's better.
But the only dark cloud I see around here is you.
I did not come here to admire the scenery.
If you say so. I guess we should just go home.
Well, maybe. I would not be so hasty.
I take it the scenery has improved.
I think DS9 is the far more realistic ways of dying. Lots of phaser kills, a lot more batliths. Explosions, terrorist attacks, a far more realistic show. I mean, you've got Jem'Hadar killing you, Changelings killing you, and then we move on to Jadzia Dax and how she died by the Paw Race.
Ducat.
So I guess it makes sense that the deaths on Deep Space Nine were more realistic in the sense that like this was not exploring new territory. You know, they knew most of the aliens they were interacting with. So I mean that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you know, it's still all the exploration came to DS9 through that wormhole. It's like all these new alien races and stuff. But yeah, definitely one of the more painful deaths I think. 'Cause she was suffering there when she was floating in the sky, being choked by the fire god power.
But that's another one where I thought it was a total throwaway death. I mean, she was a major character, people loved her, and it just seemed like I want out of the show, and they just got rid of her. I mean, they could have built it up into like some kind of Spock sacrifice kind of scenario.
Like, how often do you kill off a main character in Star Trek? Like, you should be making more of a deal out of it.
Yeah, I didn't like it at all. Because you thought, oh, she'll just get revived by Julian, and then of course that wasn't the case.
For me, it was kind of like Ivanova leaving Babylon 5, though she didn't die. It was just like, the show's getting really good, and like, one of the characters I like just left.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Sean, what do you think about dying by a Vulcan sniper?
Highly illogical, Jeff.
Well, you just don't smile in your photos and he won't shoot you. He doesn't like happy. The TR-116 rifle has a micro transporter, so I mean, like, you could just going home, hitting on Ezri, being like, "Hey, Ezri, you're beautiful," and Ezri's like, "You're drunk," and be like, "In the morning I'll be sober, but you'll still be beautiful." That was a great line from that kid, and then he wakes up dead. No, he probably didn't go to bed. He probably got shot before he went to bed.
Tell me, why did you do it?
Because logic demanded it.
But like, I love that episode because it's got the Hannibal Lecter kind of "I'm coaching you to catch a killer" kind of thing. But yeah, I didn't really buy. I don't know why Vulcans join the Maquis, number one, because that seems illogical. I don't know why they commit murder. That seems illogical. So I guess he's got mental problems.
Well, yeah, no, he went through that big death of the USS Grissom, and he came out with mental instabilities, and yet they still gave him a commission, and had him in Starfleet
and let him have a gun.
Yeah. That could transport bullets into other rooms.
Yes.
Seems like a safe idea.
Yeah. Good call.
DS9, Cisco's wife dies. We don't really get to see it, but that was a big driving force for Cisco, so that's a pretty important death.
Yeah, I know we already touched upon this before, but I thought it was odd that this death is such a huge part of his character with the Borg, and then he never interacts with the Borg again, or if he does, it's extremely minor.
First contact aside, how cool would it have been to see DS9 versus the Borg? pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
Are you still here?
So Sean, do you think Cisco was a big Duran Duran fan when he jumped into the Polaris fire?
Absolutely.
Alright, Sean, let's go on the Weum here. He's got Weum 8 was the final version of him, and so that means he died a lot.
He was a great character, and they had so much room with him to do whatever they wanted because they could kill him so often. I love the one where Worf snaps his neck. That's just made me laugh so much.
It's so good because of Damar's reaction to
it.
Wait!
And then there's suspicion that the transporter accident was Damar as well.
Yes, exactly. They love each other. They just have a funny way of showing it.
Yeah, we should have got more episodes of Damar and Weum together, a little buddy cop. Would have been like Quark and
they could have their own
Odo.
show.
Yeah.
What is it, Lieutenant Zaru?
My people were biologically determined for one purpose alone, to sense the coming of death. I sense it coming now.
You're just full of great news today. Well, you'll have to stay tuned for part 2 of Star Trek Deaths. Helmsman, engage.
Sorry, sir, what did you want?
I said get us the fuck out of here. God.